Hello, everyone. You know what time it is. Welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Nugget. And I'm going to go ahead and the verse is, it's two verses. First Thessalonians chapter 5, and it is verse 22 and 23. And it reads, "Avoid every kind of evil. May God himself, the God of peace, sanctify you through and through. May your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ." Today, I am going to talk about soul ties. Soul ties are, people usually talk about it with relationships. But for me, I don't think that soul ties can just be with relationships. Sometimes you can have soul ties with friendships, family members, any kind of interaction with people in general. And soul ties are where you feel like a natural peace with somebody, you feel grounded with somebody, you feel so comfortable around a person, and when they're gone, you feel you get to a point where you feel like you need them. And especially in relationships, you can fall in love with that person and you just can't live without them. And then most of the time, one of the telltale signs of a soul tie versus real love is that it's toxic. It's not good for you. It's not healthy for you, but it's like you can't live with them and you can't live without them. That is what a soul tie is. You can have all of the feelings, emotions, you can't be so quick to grasp onto. You can have all of the emotions. You can have all of the emotions and the feelings for a person and care about a person deeply, and they can be absolutely wrong for you. They can be just not a good choice for you. And they can also change the entire dynamic of your life. And the greatest example that I have is of Tina Turner. Beautiful, wonderful performer. And she got with Ike Turner. Ike Turner, everyone pretty much has watched What's Love Got to Do with It. Ike Turner beat her, dragged her, knocked her out, beat her up silly in a physically abusive relationship. And she was drained. Her soul was drained. And she just loved to perform. The only purpose that he had for her life was to just bring her to the music industry and help her to network with people. And I hate to say this, but sometimes that's how it is with people. Sometimes that's how it is with friendships, relationships, with certain family members. Sometimes it's an expiration date. So sometimes you are only supposed to be around that person for a limited time. Maybe it's character building. Maybe they're just supposed to show you certain things. And after that, you're supposed to depart. And what happens when you are not obedient to God and you don't depart, you deal with the wrath of God. You deal with God's wrath. And you don't ever, 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 ever want to deal with God's wrath. God's wrath is something serious. When God tells you in your gut, and for me, when God speaks to me, he wakes me up in the middle of the night. He'll wake me up out of my sleep, and I sleep well. I don't know how he speaks to you, but you have to figure that out. I don't know how any higher power speaks to you, but intuition is real. What you feel right here in your gut is real. And when you feel it about people, believe it the first time. Don't believe it the second time. Don't believe it the third time. Don't wait for confirmation for somebody else to tell you about something. That is your inner spirit telling you that this person is no good for you. Whatever that feeling in your gut, and even sometimes with certain people and certain spirits, my stomach will start hurting. And I'm like, why does my stomach hurt? And I'll just keep feeling like something is not right about this person. Then as time goes on, I see a revelation about that person or a character trait that I know that is non-negotiable. And I'm like, Certain things with me with people are non-negotiable. One of the things is consistent liars. Anyone who is a consistent liar, I definitely can't be around. I'm real. Everyone knows that. I'm a very real person. What you see is what you get. I can never be around somebody who's fake and phony, who's trying to pretend like they're something that they're not. Because in my mind, it's like, what are you hiding? People like that, normally, they're hiding something in their background. So I can't trust people like that who consistently lie just to lie. To me, that is a huge red flag. I cannot do it. Another thing in relationships for me, a man with wandering eyes or a cheater, somebody who likes multiple women, who flirts a lot, period. Just people I can't trust, or if I'm not in your presence, I gotta toss and turn and think about what you're doing. You can go. I don't like liars. I don't like cheaters. And one of my major, biggest pet peeves as I'm getting older now are messy people and gossipers. I don't care what Juliet is doing. I don't care what Nathan is doing. Look, everyone has their own fish to fry. Everyone has their own issues. Everyone has their own problems. I don't want you calling me, sitting up talking to me about all of these people. Say it to their face. And people like that never do. And this is what I hate. A lot of people like that will sit and gossip about this person from head to toe and then see them in person. Hey! And believe me, the same thing that they're doing when they get on the phone with you or when they talk to you and how they're talking about people, they're talking about you behind your back too. Be very, very careful. Be very careful. I have an issue with people who gossip, and I have an issue with people who openly talk about people's business. And I'm telling you now, if they talk about other people's business consistently, they're going to talk about yours. Don't ever tell them anything. I'm at a place in my life. I want to be around people that I can trust. It's non-negotiable. So if I can't trust you, I love you with all my heart and my soul, but I'm going to love you all the way over there. I'm going to be over here. You can be over there, baby. I can't love you right here in my close corner. I can love you from afar. I don't have time for messiness. My time is valuable. I don't need distractions. And I'm here to tell you, soul ties are distractions. And I look at people all of the time, and they look at the length of time that they've known someone. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you've known somebody or how long you've been connected to someone. If they're not right for you, they're not right for you. And I'm telling you, if you waste time with that person, it's just going to be wasted time in the end. You're not going to achieve anything. It's going to be a distraction. And dealing with the wrong people will completely change the total dynamic of your life and your goals. Soul ties should be non-negotiable. And the more you allow soul ties, the wrong soul ties to be in your life, it just shows a self-reflection of who you are and how you truly feel about yourself. Why would you want someone to play with you over and over again? Why would you want somebody to pick you up and put you back down? Why would you want somebody who is just not right for you and you can feel it in your life? I think more people need to spend time by themselves than being alone, because being in groups of people, if half of that group or most of that group does no good for you, just sit back and assess. Like, when is the last time this person has really helped me? When is the last time this person is happy for me when I tell them good news? What has this person done for me? Start thinking about everyone in your life and who's around you and the purpose that they truly serve. Are they consistent with you? Is their yes their yes? Is their no their no? Do they show up for you? Because that's a big thing for me. Do you show up for me on my darkest hour? Because that is something that I will do for each and every one of my friends, everybody. I'm always going to be there for you. But my thing is, are you there for me? If you cannot be there for me, you must go. Because there's no point in someone being in your life when you're only up. I need you to be in my life consistently, because that's love. Love is unconditional. Love is through the good times and through the bad times. And that's why divorce rates are so high. People are chasing feelings. They think with marriages, oh, as long as he can make me feel good and make me happy, he or she, then we have a good marriage. Marriage is not like that. You have to be able to fight through the bad times. You have to be able to effectively communicate and still bring it all together. That's love. Now, a lot of people, like I'm saying, fake love can be tricky. It can make you think you have someone who's in your corner until the real hard times get here and you're like, you know what, this is not the person for me. And I'm here to tell you, leave. Don't sit up here and say, you know what, I'll give it some time. Maybe I'll think about it. Maybe things will get better. They're not. And once again, there's nothing worse than wasted time, because wasted time is a distraction. So today, I charge you to get rid of every soul tie. Soul ties literally come from the devil. And the devil knows how to put something in your corner that you like, that you're attracted to, friendships that, you're like, oh, I wish I could hang with that group or that circle. He will put it all in your view and make it look so great. And I'm telling you, I've dated some good looking guys, and most of the really good looking ones who were enticing, who looked good on the outside, inside tore up. And I'm not saying all, I'm just saying some of my experiences. So I'm just saying, be careful. If it comes in a package that you like physically and it's 100% physical attraction, just ask yourself, what does this person really do for me? Like, seriously, what purpose do they serve for real? And if you can't think of anything, it's time to assess who is really in your circle. Because I'm telling you, everyone will have a party when you're up. But when you're down, it's crickets. You're calling people and you're like, they're not picking up. Okay, what's going on? Soul tie. That's what's going on. And also, soul ties, relationship-wise, it's mainly physical attraction. Just assess, what is the bulk of that relationship? If it's you rolling around in sheets, it's time to let it go. Because you're never going to get anything serious when it's based on physical attraction, physical elements. You need something deeper. You need a deeper connection. And sometimes it does take prayer. It takes fasting. It takes taking a break from relationships in general to break a soul tie. And that is okay. Sometimes you need to be by yourself. You need to feel the feelings of loneliness. I don't care if you cry every day and you beg and you want that person back. What does that person really do for you? Sometimes you have to just detach cold turkey. It's just like people on drugs. And they go through withdrawals and they go through all of these different things. They go to different support groups. They have relapses. But guess what? That's all a part of the process. And I don't know who this is for, but I'm charging you to get rid of those distractions. And I'm telling you, God is waiting to show up in a way that's like no other. But you have to get rid of all of the people and things he's told you to get rid of. And sometimes that's been my block. I'm a living witness. And it will delay you. You will get frustrated because you're like, when is my time coming? And God is sitting back like, I'm waiting on you. That's the worst thing ever, when he's waiting on you to be obedient and to show up the way that he has wanted you to. Please don't be that person. If he's told you to get rid of some people and some things and a person, get rid of them cold turkey. He showed them to you the first time. Do not think that he was playing with you. God only shows you, I'm a living witness, and I'm a firm believer that God shows you people's character the first time, especially when you pray about that person. And then he shows you so quickly and you're like, is this it? That is it. That is the sign. Let it go. Let it go. I'm a living witness, because when you keep taking them back, it only gets worse. Break soul ties this year. And when you break soul ties, even when you have your season of loneliness, just pray to God for strength. It's going to be okay. But guess what's going to happen? You're going to get closer to your goals. You can hear from him more, and you are muting distractions. Being with distractions and being surrounded by distractions, again, it will take you off the course of your goals and your purpose, and it will delay your blessings. Get rid of soul ties, y'all. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of the week and have a blessed Wednesday.